seat. Save your energy. We have an hour.
I said if I was going to do TV, because I was never not going to be myself.
Where are the people who are a little bit different?
You're sitting next to one on the couch. So let's just say that.
Be yourself, but not too much of yourself.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Good. Full house today. Well, you come on a good day. Let us begin. Let's start with this. And I'm just going to say, this is my favorite video all week. So please come back to the TV, okay? Or some of my favorite video. A golf shot you have to see to believe from one of my favorites, Rory McIlroy. Look at this. His 13th hole tee shot at the Tour Championship in Dubai went into the crowd, landing right on the lap of a woman sitting on the ground. Look at her. Look at her. Don't move. Don't move. Stay right where you are.
Oh, my gosh.
Rory had a good time with it, and then a referee was called in, obviously. And Rory's a good dude. He signed the ball for the lap woman and then took his shot from the spot where she had been sitting. That's how technical it is. I love it. Rory's a good guy. Let's get started, everybody. Let's start the show. Let's do this.
I'm not clapping.
No clapping. There we go. Okay, audience, please, filling in for Fallon, who's filling in for Kendall. Give it up to the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, Aaron Schwab, everybody. Hello, friend.
Hi.
How you doing?
You know, I'm great.
You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. For new people, maybe you weren't here at the very beginning of our ninth season. Let me just give you a quick rundown. A, this woman is fabulous.
Oh.
B, we've been friends since, well, when God was in diapers. C, or 3, you are the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities. She's an amazing entertainer, performer. So much show. Let me brag on you a little bit. Somebody has a sold-out show today, and it's not just us today. Aaron has a sold-out show today, tonight, actually.
I sure do.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. You always have a theme. What's the theme for tonight's show?
Tonight's show is 1971.
Okay.
It's all music from 1971, and we call it The Beat Goes On. But it is fascinating year.
Will you tell everyone quickly, because I didn't know this, you know, music is my entertainment blind spot.
Yeah.
Tell, especially the youngins, why 71, you'll love this, why 71 was a huge deal.
I mean, it's an epic year for album drops. The albums that came out during that year literally changed music inherently for decades to come after that. But also, it was literally like a means of communication to transport and like information across people, like how we use Instagram and Twitter. Something would happen, people would write a song about it, that song would be released, and then all of a sudden there would be protests all over the country. It's like insane. Also, like the Beatles were done. I mean, it's so crazy, but the music is insane amazing. It's
Carole
so
King's
fun.
one of the
Carole King, Carly Simon, and Joni Mitchell all released Blue, Tapestry, and then Carly Simon's album, which I think is called Anticipation, maybe, all released those albums during that
71.
year. Led Zeppelin 4 came out that year. Janis Joplin, Pearl came out that year. A big David Bowie album came out that year. I can't remember the name of it right now.
My
you could just
goodness.
go on and on and on. Yeah, it's crazy. Also, the Dolly Parton song Coat of Many Colors came out that year.
That's right. We have a Dolly story coming up later. So yeah, if you're ever, when you visit the Twin Cities, people always go, Jace, I have friends in, what should I do? Go see this lady's show. Go see this lady's show right here in the Twin Cities. But right now, speaking of shows, let's start this one. Time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. What?
Clap.
Well, you clap. I know, don't clap. People email when you fill in that you clap and the microphone right there.
It's right here.
That's right, yeah. So
It's too
because we
loud.
don't want the emails on Fridays, Aaron.
It's too loud.
It's too loud, Aaron. Yeah, let's get started. Well, light the candles and crank up the Barry White music, y'all.
Oh, ah.
Because
Oh, God.
it's fantasy suite night on the Golden Bachelor. That's right. I know. Gary is down to his final 2, and it looks like things are getting real serious between
God.
him and Minneapolis' own Leslie. Look.
Oh.
I think you're the one. I think you're that one. It's like I have to have you with morning coffee. I have to have you when I go to bed at night. And in between, you can have free time. But
Okay. Okay. Well, one concern is where to live. Because Leslie, we love you, Leslie. Leslie says, I don't want to leave Minneapolis. She doesn't want to leave Minnesota. So Gary told Leslie she's the one. But he was, now we're thinking, oh, that's good, because we love Leslie.
Yeah.
But Gary was just as serious the morning after the fantasy suite nights with Teresa.
Oh, Teresa.
Listen to this.
Waking up next to Gary, and that could be the first time that I woke up next to my husband.
It feels so different now.
it does.
Yeah, I think we finally really got to know each other last night.
Waking up to Teresa this morning, I feel like it's the first day of the rest of my life.
Gary, didn't you say that to Leslie too?
She looks like Fievel the Mouse. I can't help it. It's just I want to put her in a little hat. I know, with a little like hanky on a stick.
Yeah.
She's like, I think I found my husband.
I never realized. I've never looked at her close to
Look at her close up. All you'll hear.
Fievel.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah. I know, and I know we're biased because we love Leslie. Leslie's from the Twin Cities. We love her, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to.
I feel like that lady might have brought all kinds of tricks and I don't know what else to that bedroom.
Like,
I don't know how that tiny woman that looks like Fievel is still there. I'm trying to figure it out.
Do you mean like she brought all sorts of like a bag of tricks to
I
this
think
fantasy suite?
She had a Game of Thrones. Like she brought the whole kit, and she was Parker Brothers for the honeymoon suite or whatever.
She
they're
brought
called.
Candyland.
All the things. There was some chutes and ladders, like you know.
Somebody's
Yahtzee! They just put it in the cup and shook it up. Yahtzee!
Somebody's battleship got sank.
Woo!
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You sank my battleship.
That's right. We won't find out who Gary chooses until November 30th over there on ABC. Well, next. This is so great. Monday is a national holiday that you don't know about yet because back to where it all began, David Letterman is headed back to The Late Show on CBS. Dave will be a guest for the very first time on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. This will be Dave's first time back in the Ed Sullivan Theater since he retired from the Ed Sullivan Theater in 2015 after 22 seasons of his show on CBS. He has appeared on this is why this is a big deal. He's appeared on other late night shows since then, like Kimmel's, but he has not been on the show he started. Now, there's two things. Now, if you know anything about me, I love Dave. Dave is a broadcasting idol to me. I think Johnny Carson basically created the nighttime talk show, and then Dave subverted it and made it ironic, and I love him. Anyway, this is a big deal because Dave mentioned in an interview, the Ed Sullivan Theater is he said it to Jane Pauley, his exit interview. You spent all those years in that theater. It means something to you. It's emotional. I can see, it's no offense to Stephen.
Yeah.
I can see why he wanted space before he returned to a place he called home for many, many years.
Well, a place that he created.
Literally.
I think it's a thing. I don't know if you've ever had that experience of creating something in a space. you work there, you grow, and then you go back to that space and it's not what you thought it was going to be. You can't, it's very hard to even go visit because you look around and you're like, oh, but what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And it's hard unless it's completely different.
Yeah, there are memories in every corner.
It stayed a talk show.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, so it's not like it turned into something else. It stayed a talk show.
Yeah, because the Sullivan Theater was basically a trash box before. I mean, it had been in disrepair until the 90s when Letterman got there. Odds are Letterman will be talking about, this is probably the catalyst, the charity auction of his former Late Show marquee. He offered up an update earlier this week on his YouTube channel.
It's this big, it came off the marquee of a theater. This theater has been there for 100 years. The sign was part of the end piece of the marquee. So you're saying, why the hell would I want this? I couldn't agree more. Here's why you want it. Let's just say you own a theater, and I happen to be doing a nightly talk show in that theater, then this is ideal for you.
Well, what if you just loved the show so much? And
nobody loved the show so much.
I did, Dave. I did. That's Dave with his former executive producer, the great Barbara Gaines. Basically, my version of Barbara is Jeff. That's right. Aww. The giveaway, by the way, benefits an organization that means a lot to Dave, Habitat for Humanity. You can enter the drawing at giveawaydave.com. Go get some more oatmeal. Go get some more Bud Light. We'll be back after this. Stay with us, everybody. Back in a moment.
So the group of 10 ladies. I know, I love them.
That woman, Eric, get a shot of that woman right there. Got the memo to wear burgundy right there.
Isn't that a great suit?
It's a great suit.
I've been just sitting here coveting it and the pink shirt next to it this whole time.
Well, I'm coveting all of them. Those are strong, independent business women of the millennium right there. That's right. They own a construction company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
In construction.
Love it. Well, it's been nearly 30 years since we all fell in love with the Salinger family on the Fox show Party of Five. Now, Scott Wolf and Lacey Chabert are back together in a new Hallmark Channel movie. Now, they're going to be coming up in just a few... Oh, we have them now. Okay. Well, watch a little clip here. Take a look.
I think Mom has this idea that we're going to have this merry...
Morgan Christmas.
Exactly. And there are all these expectations around the holidays for families to play Secret Santa and be singing around the piano.
And wear bad sweaters and drink eggnog.
Exactly. So let's just keep it cordial.
Yeah, give Mom the Christmas she wants.
Yeah, and then we can just go on with our lives.
Works for me.
Hey! Scott and Lacey. Look at that bar. That's a festive bar right there. That's a festive bar. Scott and Lacey are siblings again in A Merry Scottish Christmas, premiering tomorrow night on, yes, you guessed it, Hallmark Audience. Give it up for Lacey Chabert and Scott Wolf, everybody. Hi, friends.
Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good to see ya. Lacey, let me give the first question to you. I gave a little bit of the plot there. Tell me more about your character and Scott's, if you will, please.
Yeah, so we are brother and sister, and our mom has invited us to join her in Scotland, and we don't know why. And at this point in their relationship, they've kind of lost their way with one another and from life circumstances, and they get this big news when they're in Scotland. And as they navigate this path together, they're reminded of how much they really do mean to one another and things that they need to work on in their relationship. And there's a lot of Christmas joyfulness in that, and a lot of festive scenes and scenarios. And there are also some romantic storylines, not between us, to be very clear.
No.
We are forever brother and sister.
Yes.
But it really has so much to offer, and the meaning of the movie and the message of the movie is really beautiful.
Scott, I want to ask you, you both are executive producers on this, and I know this seems like a really generic question that you've probably answered 1,000 times, but I am curious because if you're a producer, you get the appeal. What do you think is the magic of these movies that year after year? I mean, you can't get a big audience around anything because of fragmented viewing habits, but millions of people watch these movies. What's the secret, in your opinion?
I mean, I think part of the secret is that Lacey Chabert is in most of them. And she's the most authentic, lovely, talented, kind person in the universe. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But I think by design, you know, they're to make people feel good and, you know, celebrate this really magical time of the year where families come together and there's tradition and there's joy. And, you know, I feel like people want to feel good, and you know, Hallmark always delivers with these holiday movies, and so it was a joy for me to be part of this. This was over the top because we knew we were trying to tell a story that was going to be uplifting and about family and really important things, but to reunite with Lacey after all these years was, I knew it would be an incredible experience, but standing on set for the first time and looking into each other's eyes, it was like a lot of time had passed and like no time had passed.
The most special.
That's so. Well, Lacey, all kidding. Everybody says it about you. You know, we have a mutual friend in Melissa Peterman, and I had dinner with Missy over the. What?
I couldn't love her more.
Right?
She's the best.
Well, funny because she just handed. I got a list of secrets about you that she gave me. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. No. She told me to do that joke. She told. Anyway, no. But what, you know, let me, before we run out of time, let me ping pong the question to you. You are the queen of these movies. I mean, you seriously are. Scott's right. But on a personal level, what does keep you coming back? You could do a lot of things. You keep coming back. What is it special for you? How?
You know what? I love these movies. Like, they mean so much to me. I think that they're uplifting, and there's a sweetness and a goodness about them, and I think also people see themselves in the characters. That's always my goal, to tell a story that people could relate to. And I think that we deal with a lot of like common life scenarios where people go, oh, I've been there, or I get that. And then when we have the chance to do ones as magical as this, where we get to take the audience with us to Scotland, you know, and then this reunion, which was just the most special to me and an absolute dream come true to be with Scott again. It really was a magical moment that I remember taking many moments on set and like making sure they were stored in my memory bank, because this meant a whole lot to my heart.
Well, we have to go, but I want to say to end, on behalf of every Mean Girls fan, that Walmart commercial is fantastic. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing it. It's so top notch.
That's so kind. Thank you. And just because you brought up Melissa too, I hope she is so funny and wonderful. And we have Hall at the Holly lit up, which is the sequel to Hall at the Holly, next Saturday night.
Yes.
So I hope you'll tune into that, because the whole entire cast is amazing, and I was so happy to work with Melissa again.
She's the best, and so are you guys. Thanks for your time. Happy holidays, guys.
Thank
Have a great
you so
Christmas.
much.
Lacey and Scott, you can see him in A Merry Scottish Christmas, premiering tomorrow night on the Hallmark Channel. Yeah, and again, let's bring it 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon to 6 degrees of Aaron Schwab. Melissa Peterman, Fargo, Reba, young Sheldon went to college with Aaron Schwaberini.
Yeah,
they're friends. Roommates.
We were roommates our last semester of college.
Yeah. She's the best.
She's awesome. Her legs start in my armpits. Like, she's very tall.
You guys, she is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very tall.
She's amazing. She is also as kind as you want her to be, just so you know.
Absolutely.
Like, she's great.
Absolutely. More just for you now. Big news for fans of Frozen. This month marks 10 years since the first movie became a $1 billion hit. That's billion with a B. The sequel opened a few years later, and now it sounds like fans are going to be getting not 1, but 2 more movies. Listen to this.
Frozen 3 is in the works, and there might be a Frozen 4 in the works too. But I don't have much to say about those films right now. But Jen Lee, who created Frozen, the original Frozen, and Frozen 2, is hard at work with her team at Disney Animation on not 1, but actually 2 stories.
That's my boyfriend, Bob Iger, CEO. Appearing on Good Morning America for a completely not scripted interview. He's a good interview. It's so uncomfortable. Anyway, by the way, if you looked, Bob is at Hong Kong Disneyland to celebrate the opening of the World of Frozen. Yeah, it's a new land there at Hong Kong Disney. And I know people are going, oh, it sounds like a cash grab. Oh, they just keep making these sequels. Here's what I know about Jennifer Lee, who wrote the first 2 Frozen. they wouldn't do this unless they had a great story that they thought could go over 2 movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll cash in money from time to time. With Frozen, it's so important to that company that I think unless they had a good story, they would never do 2 more sequels. I'm excited.
I have literally no idea what else you could let go of at this point. I feel like we've let it go, we let it go again, and now we let it go again. We gotta let it go.
Touche on that one. Touche.
4 and 5.
Yeah. I mean, how many snowmen can you build? I mean, yeah.
Right?
Next up, stop me if you've heard me say this before, but another great interview with my buddy Howard Stern this week. This time, Dolly Parton, the queen of country, she's promoting her new rock album, but told a fascinating story about the first time she heard Whitney Houston's version of her song, I Will Always Love You. Listen to this.
Is it true you heard it on the radio for the first time?
I did. I was coming home from my office from downtown on Music Row to my home in Brentwood, and I was driving at the time. I had my Cadillac. It's just like a dog, hearing a whistle. I was saying, what? It's like it was ringing some sort of a bell, but it didn't dawn on me. By the time I realized it, she was ready to go into the chorus, and then when she started that, I almost wrecked. Honest to God, had to pull over to the side at a Walgreens, there in Brentwood, where the Walgreens is now, and to listen to the rest of it, and it was the most overwhelming sensation, because I couldn't believe my little country sad song, could even be done like that.
Dolly says, yeah, she told Howard bluntly, hearing Whitney's take on her song was one of the greatest experiences she's ever had in her life.
That's awesome.
But because you would think that Dolly would have heard it before then, she had not. David Foster produced it. She had not heard it until that moment on the radio.
Well, sure, because all you need to do is get permission to record somebody's song. You don't have to provide them with something.
Well, speaking of that, dear friend, Dolly also talked about Elvis wanting to sing that song, but she turned them down, the Elvis team, because they wanted at least half of the publishing rights. And Dolly's like, nope, that's my copyright. You shan't be doing that. Howard also asked Dolly about plastic surgery and the much talked about facelift her friend, the late great Kenny Rogers, received. Look at this.
So I try to do just little bits at a time. I don't do really big stuff. And then I do fillers, Botox and Juvederm or whatever, just the fillers, and just only when I have to, do something. And even then I try to be careful. Yeah, I was very close to Kenny, and because I made him feel better about it. In fact, one of the last times we was together, we were like brother and sister. We just said whatever. And I told him, I said, Kenny, I'm glad I got to live long enough to see you grow into your facelift, So.
I don't want to diss the dead, but a friend of mine, Lori Barghini from our radio station, My Talk, talked to a plastic surgeon and said men generally should never have facelifts because inevitably it will always make you look surprised. No, but they said, men should not have it. It's just general. And poor Kenny did, and Kenny ended up not looking like Kenny. And
yeah, he did. Yeah. I was surprised at how surprised he was.
Exactly, yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. I was
surprised that was actually his face, and they didn't take somebody else's and put it there because he looked like a whole different person.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. By the way, you can hear that whole interview on SiriusXM with Howard. Howard, love you. Or a lot of those clips are on Howard's YouTube channel as well. Okay, go get some more coffee. Go get some more English muffins. We have a great show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
They are the places you might not have heard of. Coming up in just a little bit, the host of the uber-popular YouTube show Fun Across America is back with his picks of where to go this holiday season. And then...
Oh, my gosh!
A moose fight like no other.
Oh, there's a lot of blood.
And the thrilling conclusion of our latest...
Who's paying for this?
Fast food field trip.
I am going to do a grande iced gingerbread oat milk chai.
We're trying Starbucks new items when we come back.
If you're looking for something fun to do during the holiday season, our next guest can help. He tracks down, this is great, he tracks down family-friendly fun across the country on his very successful YouTube show called Fun Across America. Back with more cool spots that you can check out is the host and our buddy from Fun Across America. Give it up for Nate Reinhardt, everybody. Welcome back. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me back.
Please. We loved having you back. Your first segment it blew up. So, okay, I want to get to all these places. So let's start in Iowa. Hi, Iowa. Talk to us about Fort Frenzy.
Fort Frenzy's got a very good story behind it. The owners of it are from Fort Dodge, Iowa, which is not, I don't think it's larger than 25,000 people. And they actually won the lottery. And I think most people would maybe move somewhere else. I don't know. I don't want to judge, but like a lot of people would, they want to buy a house somewhere and whatever. They still live in Fort Dodge, and they wanted to give back to their city, but in the form of a place to go and do fun things because there wasn't something like it. And so kind of a family entertainment center. I mean, they've got go-karts, they've got mini golf, they've got all sorts of stuff to do and have fun.
That is great, actually. Yeah. That is, I mean, I wonder how much they won. I'll ask that later. Anyway.
It's a big number.
It's a large number. Go-karts, mini golf, and more. So Fort Dodge for that one. Okay, next, let's go to Rosedale here in Minnesota. Arcade Arena.
Arcade Arena, yeah. A good friend of our show, Matt Ames, kind of been in the industry for a while, and this is his latest iteration. It's something that it's kind of tough to describe until you've been there, but we're in this world of VR and AR, and technology is always going to be improving. This is something different where it's using motion trackers and LiDAR scanners and projections for you and a group to be in this room where everything is...
What the hell are they doing?
Go experience it for yourself. But it also intertwines traditional like analog controls like joysticks and buttons, so it brings kind of the digital world in with that, and it's a lot of fun. My favorite game, and I think it's their best game so far, is called The Heist, where you and your group have a different series of things where you have to kind of navigate this room without tripping any wires and see if you can get all the money out in time. And they do all their own games. They program all of their own games, and there's supposed to be more coming. I think right now they have a couple of locations, but they're actively expanding.
So that's all original. They're not getting like stuff from Nintendo. That's all original programming.
100%.
I love that.
Yeah. It works up a sweat too.
I was gonna say, judging by how fast you were running and everyone was running, that's some cardio right up in there.
It's your brain, it's your body, it's everything. It's fun.
That's Rosedale, Minnesota. Okay, now let's go to Smash Park. We're going back to Iowa and West Des Moines. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so Smash Park it's a pickleball place first and foremost, but they've also got great food. And they actually just opened a location here in the Twin Cities, in Roseville of all places. Yeah. But one of the things, so pickleball's really picked up in the past 2 years. They've been around since 2016, and so yeah. They've been around since 2016, which is kind of way before this big wave, and so I mean they're definitely they've been doing it. It's really fun. The indoor, outdoor. The food is actually really good, and not what you'd really traditionally expect from bar food. They do have some of the classics, but I had some sort of like tropical power bowl with like a mango sauce, and it was like I would not expect this from a bar.
I was going to say, because no offense to themed places, but you're really never going there for the food. Like I used to go to Planet Hollywood. I ain't there for the chicken fingers. No. I mean, you know what I mean? Yep. Traditionally don't. I've heard that though, that even the pickleball, the early reviews of the one in Roseville, really good reviews.
Yes, and to add on to that, I think that was more of the old way. I think nowadays people obviously want to go for the pickleball and the other things, but pretty much what we've seen from all of our adventures is that people make a lot of their decisions based on what to eat. And so it's like,
our
what am I going
to change?
Exactly.
Literally.
So I think people are figuring out that even if you have a great product, having good food in tandem with that is what will get people to come out for multiple hours.
And that Smash Park, does it have other, you might have said this, other than pickleball, there's other things to do there, right?
Yep. So they do have pickleball indoor and outdoor, but they also have arcade. They've got darts. They've got like a 21 plus like watch bar party place that you can go where I think that's after a certain time. So there's something for everybody.
That's Smash Park in West Des Moines. Okay, let's go to Chicago. Hi, Chicagoland. Spin Art Nation. Talk to me.
One of the most unique places that we've been, and this is another one that will get your heart rate up. And so basically you have a group of people, one person that is going to be riding a bicycle, and this bicycle is connected to this wheel that spins.
What is this?
So you might say that for a lot of the places that we go, but that's why I'm here, right? So, and the art will spin around based on how fast you pedal the bike, and then your team is basically spraying paint and glitter, and you're making art, and there's definitely a strategy to it. I'm gonna have to go back a few times to master it because I didn't take mine home. Let's just say that.
Is it all the same size, or you can do whatever you want, like a different size canvas if you wanted to?
So I think they provide 2 different sizes of canvases. There's small ones and then large ones. The smaller ones are obviously a lot easier to take home. And then there is a process of I don't know if it's hours or if you have to come back the next day before it dries fully. But it's, obviously you don't want to ruin your masterpiece by taking it home too soon.
But Nate, I'm disappointed in you. You didn't take yours home?
To be fair, we had to fly home the next day, so I could have given it to someone, but I won't take offense to it. But I don't know if Spin Art wanted to keep mine. They didn't say that. Seemed too excited about keeping it themselves.
Yeah, they're like, we'll wait. We'll wait. Are you noticing just a trend? Because hello, this is your job, this is your show. Are more of these unconventional experiences opening? I mean, we have the big amusement parks, we have the big companies, the Disneys, the Six Flags. But are you noticing more of these family entertainment centers opening up?
Yeah, and it looks so many different ways. There isn't one form or factor that we've seen that it's just people want fun things to do, and especially in the past couple of years, it's like we want to go out and experience things. We love our tech and we love seeing things on screens, but if we can intertwine that with going out and doing something, or no tech at all, Spin Art Nation, there's no technology there other than a bicycle, and so it's fun to do some of that.
Yep, I think we want a communal experience sometimes. Absolutely. After the pandemic. Nate, give it up everybody for Nate Reinhardt. Check out all the great spots to visit on Fun Across America on YouTube. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and Twitter, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, at Fun Across America. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Good to see you. Welcome back. Hi, lady. So it's one of the first things executive producer Jeff showed me, because when I get in here, it's just me and Jeff, and we gossip, and he shows me hot video. This is the first thing he showed me this morning. It's time now for our ongoing segment we call "Did You Hear About This?" So yeah. Ooh. Now. Okay. I don't know. Aaron, are you ready? I'm ready. We didn't show Aaron this video until the show, so here we go. A woman in Alaska. Come back to the TV, first of all. A woman in Alaska was inside her house. Okay. When she heard something in the backyard. Oh. It turned out to be 2 moose fighting. And you won't believe what went down. It's a little dark outside, so turn the contrast of your TV up. But watch, and her audio reactions are precious. Listen to this.
Oh my gosh! No! No! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Get out of here! Go! Go, go, go! Get out of here! Freaking moose! Mom, it's coming back! Get out of here! Oh my gosh. Oh, there goes my other fence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. My favorite. Get out of here, moose. Yeah. So, unbelievably, friends, that is just part of the ordeal she recorded from inside her house. That's just a little bit of it. Well, the homeowner shared video of the aftermath the next morning. Look at this.
Oh my.
She said it looked like a hurricane went through. Look at her car. Look at her car, everyone. Look at her car. She said it looked like a hurricane went through her yard. Can you, okay, now look, we have wildlife here in Minnesota, but praise Jesus. Can you imagine opening up your back door window to see, or your backside window to see 2 moose fighting back there? Look at the car. I cannot imagine.
I am not often speechless, but that That's a lot.
It's a lot. That's a lot. Look at her. Look at that fence.
That's insane.
You can see the whole thing on YouTube. I just can't. We're going to take a break. The thrilling conclusion of our latest fast food field trip when we come back. Back in a moment.
There was a black bear one time walking down the...
Welcome back to the show. Get tickets and come see us. Go to eventbrite.com or the Eventbrite app and search The Jason Show. Well, earlier this week, you saw us try 2 new sauces at McDonald's in our new series, Fast Food Field Trip. On that same day, we also got a chance to sip the brand new holiday drinks at the Bucks of the Star, the Starbucks. And now when you watch this, again, same day, you will notice we are still talking about the McNuggets. We can't stop talking about the McNuggets. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of all ages, it's time once again for our latest Jason Show Fast Food Field Trip. Here we go. As we are taping this, it is the first day of the new holiday drinks at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But this is where I get Jeff coffee every morning, Fallon.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice of you.
Every single morning of his life, I get him coffee.
And I get to smell that coffee.
It's darker every time. How rough it is out there for you, Eric.
Eric does he gets the waft of the coffee.
Waft of Jeff and Jason's cups.
Was it quicker to go this way? Where you're going?
Do I need backseat driving?
Were you going to turn down this way?
I am turning.
Oh, no, I was just asking. Oh, what? That Kia was going very fast. Oh, God. Oh, my God, merch!
Would you relax?
When Mommy and Daddy fight, I just plug my ears.
Oh, good call.
I kind of like fighting.
Oh!
You're right.
God, that nugget was good.
That was a nugget. I forget how good nuggets are.
What do you normally order at McDonald's?
Nuggets. Or the 2 cheeseburger value meal.
Queen. It
Thank you, right?
Used to be number 2. And then they slapped me across the face, and now it's like a 9 or 7 or something.
I think it's a 6 now.
That's ridiculous.
I identified as a 2 my whole life, and then now.
That is such a good meal because you're full but not too full, and you don't feel grotesque after eating it.
Do you ever order an extra sandwich and then just feel bad about yourself afterwards?
Yes. That's what a McChicken's for. I mean, they do have a 4-piece nugget for $1.
I know.
Oh, they do?
Use the app and you get free fries.
Oh my God,
yes.
you and your damn Ronald coupons.
Get over, get ready.
Oh!
What do I do?
Well, don't run into the sign.
Where are you going? Why are we going to the Hampton Inn?
an outlet.
Were you going to turn down this way?
I am turning.
Oh, no, I was just asking. You live here. I don't know. Is this way quicker? Are you going to crash?
I'm going to work.
Okay, here we go. Oh, here's the new drinks right here. Here's the board.
I'm panicking because I only usually get normal coffee. What are we getting?
I don't know.
It was the oat chai something gingerbread Christmas tree drink. The only new one is the iced gingerbread oat milk chai.
Let's get that one.
So, I mean, this is more expensive than nuggets. Who's paying for this?
I am doing this one too. So we'll get a hot version and a cold version. Is that what you're saying?
But how are we going to? Are you going to share the cold version with Fallon?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe him about the sharing thing.
I am going to do a grande iced gingerbread oat milk chai. Does that come in hot as well?
Actually, it does, yeah.
I will do a hot version as well. And then, do you have pup cups?
Oh, yeah.
1 pup cup for Eric. Absolutely, tip him. Don't be cheap.
Jeff, what did you tip him? Did you give him like a McDonald's coupon or actual cash?
I gave him like $20.
On my credit card.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, it stinks.
Oh, what?
First reviews are in.
Wow, I mean, can you wait till we park to do a review?
What's it smell like when you say it stinks?
Chai.
Oh.
What, are you going to drink it or not?
Set this up.
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Okay, so this is the grande iced gingerbread oat milk chai. Cold. Because all good gays, we only drink iced coffee in every season.
Is it hot? I mean, is it?
No, this is cold. It has
I
ice.
know, but is it? What is the chai? Is it like tea then and milk?
Yeah, chai tea.
There's no coffee?
I don't know.
No, it should be chai tea.
You ready?
Oh, it's pretty on top.
Why did you take the lid off? Okay, ready?
Oh, it's not bad. I kind of like it.
Oh. Oh. Okay, Fallon, try the cold first.
I don't mind it, Eric.
Yeah, Eric's fine. He doesn't get that.
That's kind of good. I think you'll like it hot better. It's very soothing, like a warm hug from you.
Oh. Oh, this is nice.
I like
Oh, I could drink this while decorating.
All right, I gotta try the hot.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God, I think I like the hot better.
See? Did you have to have the cold?
No, I don't want cold tea.
Would you taste cold?
Down.
That's part of the story. Taste it. And if you take
Stop
that lid off, I'm
yelling
going
at
to
me.
beat your ass. Fallon and I don't have cooties. Just lick it.
Flashback to college. That's wicked.
What? That's gross.
It's not as good.
Oh,
it's like a watered down version.
I don't like spicy milk. It's like,
You can do a spin stick in your car.
I don't mind it.
It's too thick.
Fallon, you want to take this one or you want me to? Let's rate these out of 10. Let's start with the cold.
I give it a 5, honestly.
1.
I'm a 6. Now the hot version. Fallon?
8.
Jason?
7.
9.
Oh, God.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
Wow. Eric, your pup cup?
Shouldn't he put his head out the window and eat it?
You know what I like about it?
Yep.
What?
I think this is actual people food.
No, it's a cup of whipped cream.
I thought it was gonna be for like dogs. It's
No,
actual people food.
Yeah.
we wouldn't do that to you. I mean,
Maybe in season 10.
yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because you all notice, well, first of all, you all notice everything. We get the emails, but you notice that we keep accidentally forgetting to feed photographer Eric.
Accidentally.
So this time I looked at Fallon and Jeff. I go, I know what we're going to do. So when we pulled up to Starbucks, I go, we're going to feed Eric this time. So we got him a pup cup. So, yeah.
But did Eric really not understand that a pup cup's just a cup of whipped cream?
No, he actually thought, he thought it was
like
dog food. I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that to you, Eric. I mean, I won't feed you, but I mean, you know.
Just a cup of whipped cream.
Yeah, coming soon to our fast food field trip. That's right. The McRib is coming back to McDonald's.
I've never had one.
Neither has our entire staff.
Oh, really?
So we're getting an extra large van and trying that soon. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. I've never had a McRib. Never.
I don't like regular ribs, though.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. It is time to get to know our final JVIP of the week. Today it's Teresa Cerruti from Bovey, Minnesota. She says the show is informative, a bit goofy, and always entertaining. Thank you. I would agree with that. Also loves that I say what I mean without sugarcoating things. She's going to get a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture. We love Becker Furniture, and a $250 gift certificate to our newest sponsor, Renew Med Spa. Wrapping things up when we come back after this.
Renew Med Spa.
Renew. You know, I want to, before we say goodbye, I do this from time to time because he doesn't get enough credit. I make fun of Eric with not feeding him, but just to compliment him, all of those stories that you laugh at, like the fast food field trip, you know, we can provide the funny lines, and Jeff and I can argue and make funny faces, but every single package, we call them, every edited story on the Jason Show from day one until now, they're only good not because of me or Jeff or Fallon or Kendall or Aaron. They're good because of photographer Eric. I mean, he's the best in the business. The best in the business. Yeah. We couldn't do the show without him. So if you laugh at those things, it's not because of this goofy thing. It's because of that goofy thing. We have tickets available for next week's show. We're live Monday and Tuesday. Go to eventbrite.com and search the Jason Show for tickets. That's going to do it for us today, though. If you are watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for playing with me today.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, everybody. See you Monday.